What's up everybody? It's day 3 of building this truss house, and today we're mostly building walls. Of course we gotta finish up this deck, but then it's walls for the next 2 days before we start flying trusses and get this roof system built. So if you're interested in seeing the blueprint come to life and watching the layout of the house, make sure you stick around to see the anatomy of the wall. I'll be going in depth on each different wall that I build, so then even you will be able to do it if you ever needed to. This video is pretty much all in 2 or 3 times speed, so if you want to see us work at a normal pace, just make sure you hit that cog in the bottom right to change that. But we got a lot of work to do. If you're not interested in the decking part, just make sure you check out the timestamps if you want to go straight to the different walls that we're building. So we left off on day 2 where we pretty much almost had this fully decked. We're going to finish this up real quick and then we'll get started on the exterior walls. The decking process is pretty simple and straightforward, but for those who don't know, here are some of the main takeaways when you're decking. Make sure you have fresh subfloor glue under each sheet before you nail it. Our joists are 16 inches on center, so make sure all of those are nailed properly so there's no squeaking later on when they put in the flooring. You'll also want to make sure you pull layout for these spans and make sure that your joists are nice and straight while you nail them. Other than that, it's tongue and groove 3/4 inch plywood, and sometimes you gotta beat it together with a beater board and a sledgehammer. Here's a mess there too. Top over. Yep. That's what's up. What I mean is, like, graham cracker crust. Graham cracker crust. Well, I realized something's here, so I'm just at this until I get my car back and use it when new. Keep them safe. Hey, I'm walking here. Yep. What's that? What's that? Key lime pie, graham cracker crust. At the top. All right. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely was. drive right back. Me? Yep. And I drive right back. What's up? You coming? Yeah, that's alright. Yep. This thing's clear. Yep. It's only 40 minutes. Oh, it's way different. I played some old baby. Holy fuck, pay demands. Yeah, that's the one on your rib. Now that we got it decked, we're going to cut off any excess around any perimeter or any overhangs or around any stair holes. Friday at like 5. What? Dude, that would be hilarious. Get in the fire! So we're going to start off with this long wall on the left side of the house, and it has a couple windows. This has a top and a bottom plate, which I just split apart. And the whole layout's marked on the plates per the blueprint, where all the studs go and where all the windows are placed. I start off by building a corner, which is just one stud placed on another stud. This will be facing down, so then another exterior wall will intersect with it. And the way you build this corner, it makes it to where when you tie in the wall, it also leaves a drywall nailer on the corner as well. This is almost like a corner, but it has an extra stud on it, and this is where another interior wall will intersect with this section. So this is a header for my first window. These particular ones are going tight to the top of the wall plate, but this provides protection and bearing above the window, so nothing sags or crushes the window. And the header is just made up of either 2x10 or 2x12 material, two pieces cut to the length of the window opening, with a sheet of plywood in between. The studs I nailed to the header are called king studs. I'll also have to install bucks or jack studs. Those will be nailed to the king stud and run all the way up under the header. And when you're nailing any of your studs or headers or top plates together, you want to make sure that everything is flush or smooth so it doesn't mess up with any of your drywall after the fact. So that's one section of the wall. Now I'm going to move down and repeat the same with the bottom plate. Now here are my bucks for the window, which will help support the header over time. Here's one of my grips. No, 18. 18. The longest 2x4s that we get on these job sites are 16 foot, so anything more than that we have to break up the wall into several different sections. which means we could either build it all in one piece and lift it, or build several different sections and lift them one at a time. Here's another one of those interior partition corners. These are my little crypt studs, which will hold up the sill plate for the window, and the sill plate is what the window sits on. While I wait for more supplies to get cut for that section, I'll move on to the next section. I accidentally nailed one of the shorter bucks as the king stud and I didn't notice, so I gotta take that out and use a normal stud. Bring it down a little bit. Huh? Why didn't? Why didn't? Put one of them. For the sills, I'll place it at the bottom and mark where the layout is, so then I don't have to pull it after I nail it on. Here's the first wall section that we lift for the day, and it just so happens that my battery runs out right when we're lifting it up. But we get the rest of the sections up after that anyways. We nail little blocks against the rim board as kickers, so then the wall won't fall off the deck. We make sure that the walls are in the correct spot endo, and then we make sure we nail it all on the red line that we already snapped for the wall. We'll get them up, get a couple of small temporary braces on it, and then nail it all to the deck and connect the tops. Make sure all your double top plates are nice and flush with the other plates. It'll make it a lot easier when you're straightening the walls. Then I'll shoot 1 or 2 nails every stud span. We have to make sure we leave gaps in the top plates where the interior walls will intersect with this wall. Now I'm moving on to the exterior wall on the right side of the house. But what I told you about the first wall basically applies to every wall. So from here on out, I'll just chime in when I'm doing something unique, and it'll also be in the timestamps when I'm doing something specific that you might want to see. My coworker got the end section completed, so I'll help hold that while he gets it braced. This window opening is higher up, so that'll require larger cripple studs, which also means it's a smaller window. Sometimes these king studs are bowed out a little bit, so you do gotta close it up sometimes to get it to that true actual window opening. Here's my second top plate. You'll want to make sure that it's flush with the other plate, and you leave room for the other intersecting walls. That's right. That was falling. What do you got behind this wall? What do you like? And this will complete the exterior right side wall. Now we're going to move on to the main back wall. This is a larger window, which requires a larger header, which also means it requires extra jack studs. This partition was meant to face to the outside for that fireplace, so I messed that up, but we'll get that fixed eventually. I then attempt to build the next partition with the right 2x6, but unfortunately I nailed that incorrectly as well, so I gotta redo that. I'm going to help them lift up this back wall. It holds the opening for the sliding glass door. still? Yeah. Huh? No. Did you know there's some people that can't discuss hypotheticals? You'll be like, so imagine you didn't have breakfast today. How would you feel? And they're like, well, I did have breakfast. Imagine you didn't. But I did. There's some people that can't imagine, you know, hypotheticals and shit. And play an answer with based on it. Huh? Bull crap. No, we've done plenty of hypothetical situations. How would you feel if you didn't have breakfast today? So if you never had breakfast and you don't have breakfast, how would you feel? So you feel normal. Let's say you're a person who eats breakfast every day. How would you feel if you didn't eat breakfast that day? Bada bing, bada boom. See? Oh, yeah. What? No? Really? Okay, I got all that. So for the houses in this subdivision, we use zip foam plywood, which is about 1.5 inches. Because of that, we'll add an extra 5-inch sill plate on top of the original sill. This will cap the zip plywood on the outside, while also providing more bearing for the window. And here's the main back wall going up. Okay. So here's why we hold back certain top plates and why we overlap other top plates, so then you could tie the walls in together. I was using this nail to pry them tight, but I slipped and I smashed my chest against the wood. It didn't seem so bad at first, but that actually bruised for like a couple weeks. Anyways, try to get the walls as tight as possible, and then get a couple nails in it to secure it. Now I'm going to move on to one of the interior walls. This will be pretty much the same as the exterior walls, except the headers are going to be ladder headers, which are just 2x4s. And the headers will be all for door openings, since you don't have windows on your interior walls. Are you going to operate like this? Or... Do we have the other 41 yet? Do we have the other 41 yet? Yeah, okay, I'll make sure. And here's the first interior wall going up. You should have the chalk lines already popped where you gotta nail it, and then connect the top plates where it needs to go. I'm gonna help lift this small stud wall on the other side of the house. And then I'm going to move on to building the small front door wall. Since it's a door, not a window, the header doesn't go all the way tight to the top of the wall. So instead I'll nail on the bucks at the height of the door and then put the header above it.
Yep.
I wasn't paying attention when I nailed this. I nailed it on the wrong spot.
Hey, what's up with this? Why is there a double X here? Am I trying to do the king stud here? Or, that's a king stud, right? That's a mistake? Okay. Going all the way through? Yeah.
Here we're lifting an interior wall that splits the garage from the main house. And we lifted up that small front door wall, but I must not have filmed it. You can see it briefly though here as I walk by. This is mostly an interior wall that connects with that front door wall for the main foyer, and then it reaches out to the little bump out window wall as well. And this one's ready to go up.
Nope. A little bit more. Every single time. Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
This will just be a small stud wall for a closet.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I think that one will do it. Yep. Hey, 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 hey. Watch this, what's that grenade? What's it? Big pump, okay, okay. Yeah. Did you get this up, wait? Oh, it's opening. Do 82 in order. Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, you want to pinch it?
Here's the start of a longer stud wall that lines off the right side of the house. It also connects to this basement stairs.
Yeah, you did. Oh, you're being like Brad Appleton. Show the box.
Yeah, only one maybe, yeah.
Now I'll continue on with the next section of that wall.
You want the double right here? No. Why the hell you ask that? Oh, piss.
Two beer.
This make it permanent. What was it? Before? Oh my god, 52.26? You're gonna one-piece route. Yeah, it's your marketing scheme. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, right. Oh my god. I think if you just topic tomorrow. Yeah, I like that. That's what that statement either. Fallout. Nope, nobody like that. Huh. And what? What, man? Yeah, they're gonna have all their fucking costume ones out. All the horror ones. Pocket playtime? I don't know what it is. Oh, really? Really? Never heard of it. Oh, that's what I was asking. What's the holiday game playing? Oh, really? Who's on
Here I'm building a real small stud wall for a little closet.
Crazy. Oh, you never had it, huh? Thanks for show. You said the double X is flush? With the top weight? Is that going into this corner? Huh? Oh, it's extending past it? Oh, okay. Alright, shit. Okay. I thought it was the corner. Come on. Come on.
Keep 11.5.
Hold this.
Video about Connor Chan.
Huh? Why? You wanna... Oh. Which one you want first? Yeah, that one. That's it. Might lift it. Who? Oh my god. Yeah, I said her forever. The girl? Got this.
This is a small doorway wall from the foyer that leads out into the garage.
I think, like, I don't know about all dial-ups, but the main one, like, I don't know where it was, or AOL, something like that. Yeah. It's like a game. Bring my gun over. Go get your plane a lot. Like Mr. Flanker. Is it also cake? It's two mollies! Hey Ben, can you push the wall we just lifted up? Oh no, hey, wait, stop. When I'm ready, it's gonna go that way. Wait, stop. No, it's not. Alright, thank you. Thanks for Mr. Rammer. Rammer Roddington. Your father said it.
Here's one of the main walls for the left side of the house that separates the left side rooms with the living room.
Go right there. Huh? No, this one. Come on, this one. That help door? But it's still totally blocked, right? Well, you can take the whole out there. I nailed it, no? Why not? I don't know. It's my dirt.
7, 8. Sorry.
Back here. Okay. When? When what? Oh, end. Oh, no. That's what's not making money. They don't make a lot of spin-off lately, though. No. No. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, just once.
I mean, has plans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right on top. That's all. Can you come inside, please? Can you over there? Ready?
Good hand. Huh? Yeah, we can that. Oh, I saw that. Whoa. Should I go close right here? Just close right there, right? Oh, he's right on the wall. Here's on the wall. My wall.
No, go all the way out. Go all the way out. So. Yeah, okay, wait over.
Oh, wait over. Right on.
Have you seen what I saw?
Oh. I say right now, I'd like to know.
I saw.
Oh, saw, yeah, I saw. Yeah, you can couple times, 3 8.
Banger, dude. What banger? The first song.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Oh, let's off.
That's cool.
Very well written. Not really well. Oh, just all right.
This might keep you eating? Come right here. Can we come in? Yeah.
So there's this dude that came out of girlfriend. He's created 4 different TikToks with different multiple times. He's like basically
Yeah, definitely is.
found out who his girlfriend is.
His girlfriend?
We told her, we sent out screenshots and everything. She doesn't believe it. She's like that delusional.
Wow. Hey, can you take that one that way?
Yeah, I was really told I was like, you're the most delusional ass bastard. Like,
One second. You're right. Huh? Might be the radio battery. Yeah, radio battery. Huh? Hey, sorry, can we push this wall towards that wall? Oh. Thank you. Start this one.
Alright, well that about sums it up for day 3. For the next 2 minutes, I just build a small doorway wall. In the next video, we'll get the rest of these walls up, we'll get them all braced, plumb, and straight, and then we could plywood and prep for trusses. If you have any questions regarding the wall building process that I might not have explained, feel free to drop a comment and I'll explain there. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to Old Dirty Carpenter so you don't miss us finish the rest of the house. Thank you everyone for stopping by and watching, and I'll see you on the next workday.
Aiden. 16 3/4 plus 6 1/2. 66, 67 1/4. Okay. My feet are so sensitive. Really? Hey, your hammer. Here you go. Got it trimmed.